let's see. Team Washed Up. How did they do?
They're TWU, right?
Yeah. I'm going to check them out real quick because they were one of the other ones that we were following.
Okay, we're most of the way through the draft. Finem don't know how to set up their in-game banners.
Uh-oh. That's no bueno. Yeah, so Team Washed Up won their game. Aachen is going to play against German H. What else do we have?
What's this? Are we round of 32 now?
This is the round of 32 that we're watching.
Okay, so we're getting close.
Yeah.
To the end of the day here. Actually, because it'll only be the next round, right? They're not actually playing.
They're not actually playing the quarterfinals
today. Okay.
But keep in mind that this gets down to the semifinals, and so teams in the semifinals that would have to play each other, what would that end up being? Because hypothetically, you could get into the semifinals without having to play like half of these teams. That is what it is. You can get in the semifinals without having to play half of the teams. So we know who some of those teams are now. So Team Washed Up and Showtime and Singularity and Aachen Esports are all on the same side. And then there's Wind and Rain.
Is CIS close to finish then for today? Because CIS started an hour earlier, so we should probably be keeping a close eye on that as well. Because if there's good round of 16 matches for CIS,
that's a good call.
We should be checking that out. Okay, we got people waiting. Fly to Moon waiting. 7 waiting.
Yeah, a lot of them are still playing these other games right now.
Okay.
The Pango, they're playing their other game.
Okay, but then potentially the Pango versus
Pango versus Fly to Moon. That would be real good.
That's pretty good, yeah. We got an Excalibur Arc Warden.
Interesting.
Safe lane Arc.
I don't think this is as good of a Fly to Moon squad, though. This is the less good Fly to Moon. Obviously. Oh wait, yeah, they've changed up a couple of things. Arc, Iceberg, Flow, Sioma, and then Always Wanna Fly. So yeah, that will be a good match to watch for sure. I think that's the one that we're gonna probably highlight next, but that's still a little ways away because Pango is playing their match right now. So we'll wait for the Pango match to get done, and then we'll hop into that other one afterwards. That one started 33 minutes ago, so probably we'll watch a good bit of this one.
Yeah.
And then we'll switch over. Let me try and do some fancy production things, and you can talk about the drafts a little bit because this should be a good game here.
Yeah, well, we have some pretty interesting drafts. I mean, they've got the Dusa for late game on the one side, the Arc Warden for late game on the other. I think the concept, by and large, is that they want the Arc against the Dusa. I do worry a little bit for Singularity if they just get run at. They don't actually have particularly amazing D-push. And sometimes you see these games where Medusa, if she wins, like if Medusa's team wins the early game and she just gets like 1 or 2 items, plus her team has like some reasonable buff items, then the Medusa just marches down lanes and ends the game. So that's a little bit frightening because the Arc Warden does need a lot of time. That's the one thing that I think is a little bit restrictive about Arc Warden is that he literally only has one item build, pretty much, like one viable item build. And that's always to go for the like Midas Maelstrom, BOT, and then it splits a little bit from there. Like not everybody gets Shadowblade, not everybody gets Hex. Some people get Bloodthorn. You see Nullifier, but you need that solid like 25 minutes of just AFK farming to do all that much.
Right.
So we'll see what happens. I guess is the Necrobook build still a thing? That was like a build for a little bit, but it feels like we've gotten to the point where people are only playing Arc Warden the one way.
I don't know. I think that a lot of people are pretty much. I haven't seen a Necrobook in forever.
Yeah.
I don't think that it's a thing anymore.
Yeah, and the only context that I see Necrobook in these days is like the farming Necrobook.
Right.
Like people get the cooldown reduction sniper
or like Beastmaster.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean Beastmaster is
your failure lives on.
To me, there are certain hero item combinations where if a particular item isn't good on a particular hero, then it's just not a good item at all, right? Like, if Necrobook isn't good on Beastmaster, then there's something wrong with Necrobook.
Right.
Or like, if Armlet isn't good on Lifestealer or like Huskar, then that item is just weak. I think it's kind of the same thing with like Blink Dagger and Puck, right? These like hero item combinations are just so strongly linked. Boots of Travel, Tinker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, what are you doing in here, Baposhka? You trying to snipe Courier? No, okay, you're just planting a really deep.
That's an interesting one.
All right, is this Observer Ward going to see anybody in the next 6 minutes? I guess we'll find out. That's really interesting.
So what's the thought there?
I think they're trying to gank the Dusa when she backs up to farm, maybe? That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
It doesn't even give Shrine Vision, so it's not like you're gonna spot the Earth Spirit.
It must just be to try and like get it, particularly during nighttime. I guess you should have good enough vision of it that you could see if she backs out there. Maybe set up a gank. Although they don't really have like ganking heroes either.
Who do you favor in this? I'm backing Ad Finem, I think.
I think I would actually. I think that Singularity might be a little bit stronger right now.
Okay.
But I'm not sure.
I like Ad Finem's draft more.
Okay.
That's a lot of what I'm basing it on. I don't feel like I have a great handle on the relative strength of the two teams, but I like Ad Finem's draft.
I think that I think Arc Warden in general though, doesn't it do pretty well against Dusa?
It does, but I just think Arc is going to take a long time to come online this game, and Arc Warden's going to have a hard game against the Jug and the Night Stalker. Like, those two heroes are just going to get up in his face, and they don't have, like, AA is not going to be able to peel for him. I also think AA is kind of a Garbo hero. So,
I like the set. I think they have some pretty decent setup to play with AA, with like the Shadow Demon at least a little bit.
Yeah. Spear of Mars.
And the other nice thing is just being able to like create Medusa illusions, which is pretty nifty.
Yeah, potentially.
I don't know.
I'm looking at Ad Finem's lineup, and I feel like they're super strong from like 15 to 25 minutes. It looks like quite a good Night Stalker game.
Okay.
So we'll see. It's always interesting that we're a little bit
yeah.
We're on opposite sides of this.
Well, to be honest, I was also just like sort of doing production things and not paying a ton of attention during the draft.
Yeah.
So
that's fine.
Time to think about it. It's like, I may be super wrong. Ember, DD, gonna try and dominate this lane a little bit here. Should be able to do just that. Although, God, Madar's actually
it's
just
very
kind of owning him.
Dusa is Dusa is back to being a. It's interesting because Dusa felt like such a bad mid when mid had the extra creep.
Right.
Because you didn't have enough bounces to be able to volley it off the creep wave, and like mid lane was just a mess when they had that extra creep there because the creep waves like didn't die quickly enough, so that there was always this horde of creeps just sitting there. Dusa felt like she was pretty weak at mid at that point, but fairly strong. I think she has one of the worst win rates in like Divine and Immortal ranked after the Drown nerfs and whatnot, but you pick her in the right game and she can still be very, very strong. I don't think they have. Do they have any stacking or anything going on yet? Nothing yet.
Maybe over by where that ward was placed. They're on the medium camp, maybe. No, I meant the one right by the lane.
Sorry, which one? Oh, give me a second.
No problem.
Oh.
That ain't looking great.
That's really bad. And you get the stun onto the Shadow Demon as well.
Pretty big.
It's got the Stroke of Fate. This one, right?
Yeah. Roll, kick, no, not happening.
He dodged the kick.
Oh, well played.
I mean, did he? I don't even know. Sometimes you see these dodges, and I don't even know if it like if it actually helps them,
right,
or not. But anyway. Okay. Arc Warden farming nicely. It's not even worth clicking on. Everyone just does the same thing. 2 Wraiths, Midas. It's like, yeah. I can tell you exactly what he's building without even looking at him. Madara going to be going for some treads. I feel like we see the phase a decent amount on Dusa as well, but
Also has the Quelling Blade queued up.
yeah. Maybe just to be able to cut through those trees on the side there and then farm the medium camp.
Yeah, that could be it. I like that idea.
I think that's worth. Maybe if you're super ghosty, you're cutting down trees that the Mars is trying to spear people onto. I've seen that. I've seen people tango the tree. But the next level play that I'm disappointed that we aren't seeing more from people is a support with a GG branch,
Right.
planting the GG branch, and then Mars
Yeah, hucking it.
spearing them. Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of weird things with it though, where I feel like the Mars spear is pretty inconsistent with
Like
big support.
targeting?
Like even I've seen people get speared through a fissure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, sometimes it's a little bit weird. Yeah, you see it. Madara exactly just wants to fund this medium camp. But I like Ember's on top of it.
Yep.
He knows what's going on. Trying to interrupt it. Madara
There's
actually
a lot of damage.
pretty
He's in
low.
trouble.
He's got a fairy fire, but oh,
Just backs out of there.
Oh no, that's bad.
That's real bad.
Arc going down at bottom.
Although, if they can find themselves a counter kill here, could be good.
Oh.
Or a spirit.
Yep, nice. Got that attack off.
Able to make it happen.
All right.
Poison and the punch.
Night Stalker only level 4.
Yeah. But getting that kill onto the Arc Warden makes all the difference in the world. The fact that you're getting that out of your offlaner, like,
Yeah. I
super
don't
good.
think the Night Stalker got anything from it, unfortunately. Like, I think he was out of experience range.
Radiant's middle tower
And,
is under attack.
So, oh, I really like the way that Ember is playing this, actually. To just keep trying to steal this medium camp,
yeah.
slow down the Medusa. That's really smart. Shot slow, nothing too interesting. Thug's still just pressuring up here. Okay, they were not looking so great in the lanes at first, but they've stabilized nicely now. All 3 of their cores above 30 CS. So, I think that this game mostly falls on the shoulders of the Night Stalker to have a fairly big impact, get a decent amount of farm, and then just be able to run in and lay down the silence. Because to me, the silence feels really backbreaking this game for a lot of Singularity's heroes. But the Night Stalker needs to be tanky enough to commit to the fights. If he's squishy, then he's just going to get popped as soon as he tries to approach. Like he might just get caught by a slight chains and then die.
Right.
So he needs to have the tanky items, get his BKB relatively quickly.
They do have a lot of like control-y type things. Oh, that's good. That's a good play. Silence comes in. The kickback underneath the tower. He does have to remnant out in a
Silence
second.
again?
Silence makes it happen, and that is going to be Ember getting
Oh!
caught. Skylark there.
All right, that was really nice.
I mean, it was Ember just playing too aggressive, right? The tip. They gave him the tip.
I don't think it's. I don't know if it's too aggressive. I think he got caught out by the fact that he had a point in Phantom's Embrace.
Okay.
And just didn't realize that it would take him such a long time to auto attack it off. Because I think as an Ember Spirit, you have to play like that. You have to play behind the enemy's towers. You have to constantly be threatening their supports, constantly forcing rotations. Otherwise, you're just not playing the hero right.
Okay.
So I think it was a good play, but then he got fogged and kind of caught out by the skill build. I don't know if Spartan had cast a Phantom's Embrace before that point.
Oh my God.
He did.
Well, and that's what you were talking about too, about being just a little bit too squishy. And I think that this is a hero that can get bursted. Just, you know, a flux, couple right clicks. If he gets an A blessed on him, he's super done.
Yeah, he's super feast or famine. And I do think that if this game, like, when I'm picturing Finem winning this game, I'm picturing them winning it in like 30, 35 minutes. If this game goes late, I think the Arc Warden's just gonna take over.
Yeah.
And dominate. So.
They're really committing now for this tower. Phase boots.
This is scary though, going into
He gets his level 6. He's got Dark Ascension. They're all grouped up together. They're going to take this fight. The Silence there onto 3 of them, trying to stay on top of them, but they didn't stay on top of Singularity. And, well, it still might be enough as Skylark completely isolated from the side of his team. They take down the Grim and the Night Stalker for the cost of the 2 supports. Thug. And a man fight here against the Ember.
Oh.
And the Silence Wasn't able to find anything afterwards.
Not very well coordinated. I just don't think Omni slashing there is the with the 2 creeps, not the right idea. Now secure some bounties, get that little bit of a lead going. Just playing away from their Arc Warden, who's just about to grab a pretty timely Midas.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, this is... And now it's daytime, plus no Dark Ascension for a minute and a half. It's Singularity's time to shine.
Oh, that's big. They find Thug, and he is caught out and killed. And the Ember sitting top of the net worth, still maintaining his aggression even though he got caught out earlier.
He's playing really well.
Yeah.
This game. The pressure on the Medusa, constantly rotating around the map, involved in a lot of kills. I mean, yeah, he died mid. Maybe messed up a little bit there, but his job this game is just to run at them and make space for Arc Warden.
Yeah.
Radiant structures are fortified.
And I think that like if they can combo together the Earth Spirit and the Night Stalker Gain on top of that Arc Warden, at any point in a fight they win that fight.
Yeah.
And it is also just this Medusa who's kind of been left alone to farm and is getting towards those couple of items that's going to allow her to be that turret in front of everything.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It's very concerning that they haven't taken any tier 1 towers yet. I mean, they're about to get this top tier 1, but it's not going to be super, like late game pushing into Arc is so miserable. And he's going to be split pushing them constantly, along with the Ember as well. That's the other big issue.
Oh. We got ourselves a nice little caught Night Stalker there on the other side of the fight. Looks like everybody's going to start to fall on the side of Spartan. He's starting to drop down low, but they'll also be able to take down this Mars. Tried to reapply the Magnetize, but couldn't get it. But Soshlo, I think he still goes down. Yeah, they've got the spin on him.
Still though, 2 for 1. Arc survives, heads off, continues farming. And Singularity really just imposing themselves on this Radiant side of the map. This isn't where Thug wants to be, ideally. I think he wants to be playing over it. Oh, I guess no, that's okay. This is Medusa's side of the map, actually. So yeah, he should be playing bottom. And then Dusa keeps pushing out top and farming the Ancients. But I don't really even know what Deuce's best timing this game is. Like maybe you need maybe you need MKB? I don't even know. Oh, they pop Dark Ascension. They really want this Ember Spirit, but I don't think they can kill him. He's got a haste rune.
Yeah, he's a swift guy.
He's fine. See, I love this. He's just applying so much pressure and forcing rotations and completely dictating the pace of the game.
Well, and again, they just sort of pressure, but getting that Night Stalker ultimate out and not getting anything from it,
Yeah.
It hurts Ad Finem. And Singularity kind of getting what they need.
And it hurts so much to like rotate and then also be scouted like that, because Excalibur just breathes easy. He's like, okay, sure. My Ember Spirit player is showing me all of the enemy heroes on the map. He forced out the Dark Ascension. I'm completely safe. I can farm almost as aggressively as I want. And
we're getting some folks that are saying the game sounds might be a little loud. Do you want to try bringing down the
I can
master?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. Bring it down to like 50 maybe. That's 69%. Very memeful. That was beautiful.
Yeah. Again, audio settings are a per computer basis, so I think that's that might be a Zyori.
Yeah. He likes to get that on there. Uh-oh. The wraparounds. They got him. Look out, buddies. Although they do pop the Medusa ulti, still they'll probably find this kill on to the Earth Spirit, who slowly gets burned down. From downtown, the Ember goes in. Nothing to lash onto. Don't walk into that other hero. So he is going to be able to walk away. No leash because there wasn't a hero to leash onto.
Shotshot kind of messed up. I see it happen all the time, people messing up the positioning on the Arena of Blood when there's like trees and stuff involved. AA, now dead.
Got him.
Yeah, well, I mean it's a kill, but is it the kills that they need to be getting at this point?
Yeah.
Probably not.
All right. So
nighttime soon. 10 seconds. Bounce
perfect.
runes.
And they just walk into each other yet again. I mean, everybody is showing up from the Radiant right now. Thug, they roll in. Silence after, not there. Oh, a little bit slow on the silence. They needed it from the Earth Spirit.
Yeah, could have silenced during the roll maybe, and then they would have got the Nightstalker silence off.
Yeah.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
These things happen.
Yeah. All right. What's Dusa building? Okay, she's got her Manta Butterfly. Okay. Yeah, it seems okay. Oh no.
Dire's middle tower
You got it.
Ember's owning.
Yeah. It's making it happen. So, again, just sort of a little bit of that downtime until they try and pressure, but 2 of the Tier 1 towers taken right now for Radiant, and bottom Tier 1 has been taken by the Dire. And now Medusa with that ever so frightening level 15 talent that makes everybody cry. That could be a game changer, because if Ember goes in maybe a little bit too deep, loses all his mana, it's a problem.
That's true. It's super annoying for Mars as well.
Yeah.
This hero barely has enough mana. Like, Soul Ring is kind of just enough, but if he gets even clipped by a Mystic Snake or any kind of mana burn, then all of a sudden you could be in a situation where Shotzo can't get his ultimate up, and that's really tough.
Yeah. Well, let's see. BKBs are going to be that next timing that they're looking for, most likely. It's been really passive in a lot of ways.
That's what Singularity want, though.
Yeah. They get the silence now onto Sashlo. Maposhka's going to throw out the ulti, going to connect on to 2, it looks like, although the damage was only applied to 1. And now they also get the Soul Bind. Ember slowed up, jumps away, able to back out for a moment. They need to connect here with the rest of the heroes. Excalibur has one of his clones nearby, his clone nearby, and it's going to throw out the Flux, throws out the magnetic field as well. Ember in some trouble, but gets the Remnant away again. Can try and make his way to the Shrine. The silence is there, slowed up. Can they get into range? It looks like they will.
All right.
And Ember will fall. At Finem, making it happen.
Okay, that's some good momentum. It's reminiscent of the Ancient Mage games that we've seen, right? It's just like the Arc Warden does not want to enter the game at all.
Yeah.
At the moment, so until such time, they're gonna have to just kind of hold on 4v5. But that was really nice for the Nightstalker. Get some decent gold, working towards this BKB.
Now they will suffer.
All right, we got a little bit of a pause. Is something is the matter? Hopefully this will be fine. Keep in mind, everybody, that the other game that we're going to be looking for is the Pango versus Fly to Moon game, and they are currently in hero selection, which means that we have to wait until their draft is fully done before we can switch over, and we might just want to stay on this one too. Maybe I'll put together a straw poll and see what the people want.
Okay, I think we'll get a pretty good idea of where this game is going within the next 10 minutes or so.
Yeah.
So, see what happens. Jug just picking up, well, it's a fairly standard build, but like the early game items, lots of move speed, make use of your spin.
Add Finem verse. I'm just going to make this real quick.
Okay. A little bit of pressure. Madara, those illusions are going to work on him. Pops the Stone Gaze. Trapped inside of that arena, and A just going to go for the TP out. Nightstalker a little bit too jumpy using the Void. And Mars also just able to walk it off, so that is the Medusa Stone Gaze down. Shadow Demon is just playing to make Medusa illusions this game, it looks like. Maxing out the disruption.
All right, here's the straw poll, folks.
Nice. Have at it.
Spam in the Twitch chat. That's the way to be. Okay, so 1,000 gold lead. 8 to 10.
Oh, they're hunting.
This is big if they can get him. Excalibur,
Yep.
the smoke breaks though. And
Yep.
do they get him?
All right.
Popping the Dark Ascension, trying to run in. Are they going to be able to get there in time to save him? I think he's just done. And now they might lose more
look
off the
for
back of
more.
it.
Oh,
Everybody
the slow onto
chasing.
both.
A really good slow there. Sashlo does still have his everything to throw out if he wants to, but he's just going to walk away. No ulti. 30 seconds. And they go from just losing their carry to losing the other two supports now as well.
All right. Where does this lead them? Jug's already pressuring bottom. They're probably going to get this tier 1, which is nice. All right. Well, it basically comes down to whether or not the Arc Warden can carry them.
Yeah.
But that death slows them down a lot.
I mean, he's still going to be able to farm a ridiculous amount just by pushing out the side lanes and stuff. And that's the thing to me is I don't know if Finem are finishing off towers quickly enough. Like, I think that they are getting online with a lot of these heroes. And
my one issue is that Singularity don't really have that much space on the map
right
at the moment. Like, they've only taken the one tier 1. It looks good because they were the first ones to take a tower this game.
Right.
But I don't know if the Arc's not actually going to get that much farm if they're just trapped on their side of the... What are you... Okay, Skylark's bogged down here. Why is
they
he
got
here?
him. These things happen.
Yes. That's just not anywhere near where his team can be playing. But all right, they got him. He just wanted this BKB farm. He's getting pretty close.
Yeah. I think that at the very least, we're putting that poll out there, but we're not going to be switching for a little while at the very least because the draft is still working and it's the 5-minute delay. So the earliest we'd switch over is when the game actually starts in the Fly to Moon versus the Pango series, which again is the other one that's going on in the CIS qualifiers. They're already moving on to the round of 32, or round of 16 is where they're at right now.
Yeah, so that's their last round for today.
Yeah, this would literally be the last one for today and probably be close to, like, I don't know. It's pretty close towards the point where they'd be in the regional qualifiers.
There's only 3 spots for CIS though, so there's only one team out of the first qualifier. Oh,
Stun coming out, silence as well, finding that kill onto the Ember, and the follow-up for more. Can they get Sloshlow?
Yep.
Another roll, they get the kick. He is also going to go down, and just like that, Singularity losing hero after hero, and suddenly Finem have a 4K gold lead. They're walking towards Roche.
The Night Stalker is just a sick hero this game.
Yeah.
Like, he's awesome against Arc, he's awesome against the Ember Spirit. The Ember's trying to itemize, well, he has itemized for Yules to try and deal with him a little bit, but...
Well, and the other thing is that that's like, it is exactly what you said he needed to itemize around on the Night Stalker to stay tanky and survivable.
Yeah.
And that, well, as soon as he does that, it's like easy peasy. All right, so 4,000 gold lead for Finem. And it looks like that Pango Fly to Moon game, they're in pre-game stuff, so we'd still probably be about another 5 or so minutes before we would switch if we did want to.
I kind of... So to me, one of the things about Arc Warden is I feel like Arc is similar to a few other heroes in Dota, where it's not so much about having an Arc Warden player on your team, but it's about being an Arc Warden team. Like, people used to say the same thing about Wisp. I'm not sure if it's as true these days.
Right.
But so to me, one of the things that I feel like Singularity are not doing is that, for example, I think like I think they should be at least trying to set something up with the Tempest double occasionally instead of just running it down lanes.
Right.
Like, see, this is pretty good. They're sending the double in with some heroes at mid.
Try and secure the tier 1 tower, buy a little bit of space. Excalibur gets the tower, and it looks like they should be able to walk away here afterwards, although the roll through comes. They connect now. Going to be able to get the kickback as well. I think that Luft is just dead. Does turn this on to Thug, but they'll be able to get out with everybody else. So get the tower, lose the support, but take some extra space.
I think that was an okay trade for them.
Yeah.
They bought some time. That's all. That's what they need to do. They need to wait out this Aegis. They can't fight the Dusa. 16k net worth Dusa, Aegis, Butterfly, about to have a Scotty. Like, they have to kite Madara for a while. Yeah. And Excalibur going for a Force Staff. Okay. I guess just really, really wants it against the Night Stalker, especially. I don't know if it necessarily saves him, but it will be helpful.
Yeah, I think that Hurricane Pike's probably a lot better, at least than like
Yeah,
the,
you're at least
the
pushing
relative
him
value.
away. Yeah, yeah, for sure. All right. Kind of surrounding this Ember Spirit.
And
Oof, okay.
howdy.
Nice reactions.
If you pop the silence before nighttime, does it get the nighttime duration
Does it
afterwards?
I
So much more.
would imagine not.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Oh, he has another silence though. There's nobody around. There's nobody nearby. They got really good vision. They'd love to use the Stark Ascension if they can. And Madara walking up on a high ground. They pop the Mars ulti, the BKB, and the walk away.
Night Stalker. The
Oh
Deuce-
my god,
the
the
Deuce
Deuce
Illusions.
They destroyed.
Hmm.
I mean, that's something you got to be careful about. As this Medusa gets stronger, she's going to be
Yeah.
hurting her team more and more.
So you can't backpack items during taunts anymore. Can you backpack items during disruption?
But then you come out of disruption with nothing, right? Like, look at
I
this.
mean,
Madara's almost dead.
I think you would just backpack your butterfly.
Madara just lost the Aegis.
All right, Shadow Demon,
This is huge.
the real real savior of this game. And now they've got another Force Staff. Okay, so they're getting more tools against the Night Stalker.
I think it is what you're talking about, though, that it's that timing window when Medusa's really strong, and a
Yeah.
lot of these other heroes are too. This is not going to matter for the Ember, by the way. He should just be able to get out of here afterwards.
This is totally fine.
But now we're starting to lose the effectiveness of that Night Stalker as they get the items.
Yep, they got the Pike on Excalibur, and Arc is still not even. He is not even finished farming yet. He's still got so much more room to grow and just become such a big nuisance.
This is looking really scary for Ad Finem.
Yeah, I think Ad Finem have one more Roshan, and then that's probably it. Like if they don't get the next Rosh, I think they lose the game. And if the next Aegis is their opportunity to break high ground, and
Right.
if they don't manage to break high ground with the next Aegis, then I think they lose. So. Or we get into some kind of things just get weird from there.
Yeah.
Like if this, if this game gets to like over an hour, Night Stalker's 6 slotted or something. Night Stalker's got that same like Slardar factor where the hero doesn't farm at all, but if you're
Right.
6 slotted, you're a monster.
Yeah.
So
Radiant are scanning.
we'll see. What talent has he gone for so far? Yeah, just health and strength, pretty standard.
The Ember ended up picking up the True Strike as well.
Okay.
Oh, look at this. We don't have the Arc Ward in there with them, but the rest of Singularity is moving down. Bottom lane, the roll not going to connect. Good bits of vision there, and I think Shadow Demon will end up going down now.
Good kill.
But more space for Excalibur.
Yeah,
Force
he's-
everybody bottom.
Yeah, it's just going for a hex.
I don't know. How do you try and, like, I guess just wait to fight around the Roche if you're Ad Finem, or do you try and pressure for, like,
Oh.
bottom tier 2?
That was bad.
Yeah? What's that?
Excalibur tried to TP his double on the bot wave, but the creep died.
Ah.
So now the double is trapped over here.
Yeah.
And no pressure on the bottom side of the map.
Hmm.
Sorry, what did you say?
I was just saying if you're Ad Finem, do you just pressure for tier 2 here then? Like,
Yeah,
go
you're
for anymore?
You're still stronger.
Yeah.
So you got to just keep. You got to play like you're the stronger team, and it's still nighttime as well. So no, this is 100% right. They need to
Tower has fallen.
just keep farming, take over control of the enemy triangle, park the Medusa here for a little bit, keep cutting mid and like dragging and cutting mid and bottom, because they have a lot of time on top. They're gonna lose the top tier 1 and tier 2 eventually,
Yeah.
but the fact that they're still there is gonna buy them some time. And, Shadow Demon getting run at, 4 staffs away. Shotchlo gets spotted. He's got BKB TP though.
Nice little walk away. The silence is there. The rest of them are converging. Jug is also about to be here, and that might actually spell disaster. BKB, if he TP's out now, Omni Slash? No, there's a creep 2 nearby. Okay, so they call that one off. Immediate smoke.
That costs him so many cooldowns.
They're chasing Medusa. Oh, okay, they back off now.
He can't kill the illusions.
Yeah, that Medusa's taking a lot of just right clicks. And up on the shrine, are you going in on him?
Alright, they found one. And now Ember, he's also fine. Joshua doesn't have the BKB this time around.
And the Omni Slash comes out, tries to keep him alive in the magnetic field. Not going to be enough. Soulbind onto 2 of them, but there's no follow-up afterwards.
Okay. But they're just on the high ground with the healing ward down. Yeah. Everybody's pretty healthy.
Got a creep wave. It's all good.
And there isn't really any side lane pressure.
They will be able to make copies of these Medusas if they wanted to, but no, they won't. So they force out a buyback and then retreat. And Excalibur still gets the split push working for himself, but might lose an illusion or a Tempest double there. Doesn't look like it's going to happen.
Okay. So.
How close is that Roche? It looks pretty fast.
It's fast, yeah. 7 seconds.
Okay.
007.
Nice, nice. Well, Mars will be back up in a second. Still just a 2,000 gold lead between Finem and Singularity. And this does definitely feel like that pivotal moment that you were talking about. Can they get themselves the Roche? Try and end this game.
They know that Spartans are around here in Viz, but yeah, the Aegis plus cheese is, I think, a little bit too much for Singularity to be able to deal with. They do have the Hex now on the Arc. About to get his level 20 as well.
He doesn't have buyback though.
No, and if there's a Night Stalker in his face, then he just dies. So. There you go. Got the Spark Wraith cooldown.
We know it's coming eventually.
Yeah.
God, that was so funny watching it live. It was just nuts.
Yeah, that was crazy.
They're giving him the Tomes of Knowledge now too. Just trying to get him to that level 25.
He's the one that's going to win them this game.
Yeah.
If they win it at all. It all comes down to Arc Warden, so. May as well. Yeah. Man, A's talent's pretty bad, huh?
90 GPM's pretty good.
90 GPM's nice. Everything else is kind of memey. Like, both of his level 15 talents feel bad. And then, like, both of his 20 talents also feel pretty iffy. AoE Cold Feet is
that's really cool.
Is strong, but he only has 2 good talents.
Oh, this is a good way to start this.
Oh, nice Manta. Okay.
All right, able to take it off immediately, and now throwing out the AA Blast, though. It's connecting onto the Dusa, but I don't think they can fight anymore.
But Desire with these catches.
BKB TP away for the Mars. And in the meantime, Ember split pushing, Arc Warden split pushing. And they'll hold on to their high ground, but they will not hold on to the Roche, which is where Finem head to immediately.
I'm wondering if they give everything to Jug, or if it's like a Medusa cheese. I mean, everything to Medusa, or if it's a Medusa cheese Aegis Jug.
I like the
situation.
I think I like the Aegis more on Dusa.
Okay. All right, so it's cheese on Jug.
Because like she can just stand up there and like be willing to die while just taking buildings.
Yeah. They might even the Jug might even pass the Dusa the cheese if Dusa loses the Aegis before Jug is forced.
Dude, look at this guy! Look at him go! He's a monster. He just comes in there, punches down the building. He's literally does not care about anything and is about to take a freaking tier 3 tower. Like they literally just lost Aegis and cheese and they can't push out. I think Arc Warden is getting to that territory.
Potentially. I just think it's like naturally Finem are now going to try and take over this. To me, it basically comes down to whether or not Singularity can maintain control of their shrine area.
Right.
Because if they lose the shrine area, then they automatically lose control of mid and bot.
Uh-oh. In some trouble. Hex brought down low. This is Madara, the big bad man. You can't afford to lose this Aegis for nothing. The Ice Blast comes in, gonna connect, and that Aegis, it's gonna go down. Excalibur finds the finish. And just like that, all this advantage that you built up is completely gone. They're able to walk away with the Ember, and this is all off the back of a Tempest double. Dude, 4,000 gold lead, but for what?
Yeah, it doesn't really feel very, very meaningful. This is always the thing against Arc. Can you actually end the game?
Right. So it looks like the results of the vote are staying with Finem versus Singularity.
This game's getting
It's
pretty
good. It's spicy.
Oh,
Another Hex.
yeah.
Meanwhile, the jump in comes from Skylark. Can't dive too deeply, though. Oh my god, this Ember's doing a good amount of damage as well.
All right, they got the cheese on
Oh
the
my
juice now.
god, look at the damage coming out. They blow up the Earth Spirit, and he can chase. He can keep the pressure on. Chains connects there onto the Grimstroke. They're going to buy back on the Earth Spirit. BKB already out. And Madara is going to get caught there by the Demonic Purge. They're going to create duplicates of it. And now Thug, as well as Skylark, they're all starting to fall. They're just getting right-clicked down here. Does get off the healing ward, though. Seeing if they can chase. Not going to happen. Skylark gets the kill onto the Shadow Demon. But nonetheless, the push is completely stopped.
Yeah, they popped the cheese there. The Earth Spirit bought back. I would say it's probably, I think it might be Singularity's game to win at this point.
They're doing it.
Yeah.
22-14.
It just feels like Deuce's net worth doesn't really matter so much at this point. Madara is going for a Satanic. So, nice to have against the Hex. With Split Shot uses modifiers, he'll be very, very difficult to kill. But I don't know.
Not sure?
I'm uncertain about where this game goes from here. Like that's a pretty big boost. The other thing is that like Singularity don't actually push that quickly, so I'm trying to think about what happens when we shift gears to the whole storyline of this game up until this point has been like, when does the Arc Warden come online, and can they break high ground against the Arc Warden? But by the same token, if Finem decide to start sitting on their hill behind their Dusa, can Singularity break the base against Dusa? I guess they can. They just keep throwing Arc Warden doubles at it. Like,
Yeah.
And just get a little bit of damage every time.
That's kind of what I'm... Well, and the other thing is that each of these fights, like, let's take a look at the net worth graph and see what the fight blips are. I think that they've pretty much all been... Well, no, they've actually still been a lot for Singularity, or for Finem.
Yeah.
I guess that was just the one Shadow Demon kill. I don't know. It's weird. This game is super bizarre.
This game's getting real strange now. Yeah, Ember's got himself... Oh, my God. He's got his Ags, and he's got a bottled Arcane Rune.
All right, it's happening.
So, there you go. Now he just needs a refresher.
And the thing that really does start to change all of it as well is when you get that talent on the Arc Warden. Because it's just like Techie Mind Central.
Yeah, it's so much damage, man.
We did see somebody earlier take the lifesteal in one of the games we were casting.
Yeah, he took the attack range in the lifesteal. He was just full right click.
It was terrible.
Oh,
he didn't he lose?
did they lose?
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
That was the game that was.
We have like tuned into 5 to 10 minutes of so many games.
Right.
There.
Now BKB walk away. Did they use Dark Ascension for that?
No, still
Okay.
Nightstalker going for a Hex. A little bit surprised to not just see like a Basher, to be honest.
Well, and it's weird too because they have these heroes to get. Oh.
Nice. Okay, can they kill the Shadow Demon?
God, that damage! They blow up the Mars and they get themselves
Double
another.
damage jug.
Yeah, that'll do it. Maposhka's also gone. Singularity suddenly left with only their cores, but they do a buyback on everybody. And Pinvixen gets silenced. No BKB. Does have the Yules, though. So should be fine to escape as he kills off that creep wave before it breaks the backdoor protection. But bottom lane, they have creeps as well. And this is what Finem have been looking for. This is their chance right here. If they can make this move with the DD Jug, it's about to wear off now, and maybe take down this Tier 3 tower, things could start to change. Madara just lane into the clone while simultaneously hitting the building.
Arc Warden is so tanky. 3.0 strength gain, plus the 300 HP talent. It's actually just so difficult to bring down. Oh, they don't manage to get the Tier 3.
Get the Kookaburra laugh. Lovely. Yeah, I don't know. There's little moments like that where it's like, all right, Ad Finem just are obviously going to win, but it's partially because Singularity just walked into them.
It completely depends on where on the map the fight happens.
Yeah.
I think if they're up against, like, if they're on their high ground, it's super easy for the Arc Warden to position himself properly, to get off all of his spells, and he's a huge threat. But anywhere else on the map, you could end up with one of these situations that we've been talking about the entire time,
Right.
which is the Arc Warden just ends up with 3 heroes on top of him, and he just dies.
I guess the other issue that you see is that having to play around nighttime does limit a lot of,
Yeah.
you know, where you can go. It's like now these next 5 minutes, they're probably fine.
He's fine.
Yeah.
He's got another Arcane Rune.
Yeah, this guy's a monster. Still has to be careful about the mana drain on the snake because he's got mana cost associated with Remnant after that most recent nerf to the Ag's Ember.
But, yeah, this... I guess so. We got another power spike coming for Arc Warden, level 25. Jug's got himself an Abyssal Blade. Nightstalker is still going for this Hex. I guess it's more reliable.
I wouldn't have minded to see him finish the Solar Crest.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, I think that the Hex is kind of cool, too, because it's at least a way to, like, really hard punish that Ember Spirit. Because then Ember has to go Linken's.
Yeah.
If he can finish it
I
off.
just kind of want to see the, like, I want to see the Basher plus 140, and then the plus 140 attack speed talent. and then there's no more BKB TPs or anything like
true.
that. Like there's no more of that nonsense.
Yeah, that's fair.
But we'll see. I guess he wants it to like come over the cliffs and hex the Ember Spirit, and then hopefully they can chain stun him from there. Madara's starting to get pretty slotted, already queuing up a Moon Shard. He pretty much needs every single one of his items at the moment. He's also been making really good use of the Manta style. Yeah. Ember really wants this tower. It gets bashed!
Oh my god! Jesus.
If we just like, I think we needed just a few more crits maybe during that bash, and that might have been. But
that's nuts.
He's been pushing it to the limit this game.
Push it to the limit.
Limit.
Can you tell that we've been doing this one for a little bit?
How far are we in our day?
It's almost 1, which blows my mind.
Okay, oh yeah. Time flies when you're having fun, kid.
That's true. That's true. I think that means that NA should be starting relatively soon, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Let's see, 3,000 gold lead for Ad Finem, but really it's much more at this point about the buybacks, about the way that these team fights play out, and where they decide to fully commit for the objectives.
The gold is still definitely relevant at this point. I got an E-Blade on the Arc.
He's so close. He's getting really close to that 25.
Yeah.
Oh, man. A couple more. Oh, he doesn't have Midases, right. He sold the Midas. That's the other bit.
All right. I mean, I guess he doesn't have a slot for it anymore, but...
It would be nice to help him get over that last little bit of the hurdle, but he'll get there naturally anyways, just finishing off these Ancients in the Tri-Camp. But they're going in towards the Roche Pit.
Oh, what do we get? Oh, we got an Ags.
I guess maybe Grimstroke?
Oh, maybe.
Earth Spirits could be cool.
Yeah, it could be interesting.
That's a little funky.
What's Jugs at the moment?
It's longer duration on Omni Slash.
Okay. I'm kind of down with that, to be honest. Deuces is also not awful, but I don't know if it's game-changing.
No. It's a nice little wrench to throw in there. You're trying to cast all your spells, pick on somebody like Ember, and then suddenly
an unexpected yeah.
hit you.
Snake bounces through.
And then there's all the follow-up. Yeah. And it will follow you, too, so.
Night Stalker has the Hex now.
All right, let's see it. No buyback, though.
No.
And this is timed for right around nighttime. They have 10 seconds left until night falls.
But they got the Deuce in
They
the
have
pit.
they have no vision right now.
No, nothing. They don't see a damn thing. They're just...
They're about to. But I guess they don't really need to. They see that the Ember's down here bottom. They should realize now that, you know, that they're going towards the Roche pit. And Skylark makes the rotation over. Madara's still just solo taking this. This is... All right, Thug comes back. The rest of them come back. They're going to get there in time.
All right. Who's got what? Yellow?
Yellow.
Friends.
All
Okay,
right.
they're giving it to Night Stalker
Okay.
for AoE Void.
All right.
It's pretty nice.
So the mini stun duration goes up to what?
It's 0.6 seconds. Oh,
They got him.
Ember.
That's a problem, but they're able to keep him alive there.
He's still rooted though?
Nope, jumps away afterwards and is out perfectly fine. No, the Hex comes out. He gets force staffed away, though. That's keeping him alive. A good demonic purge. Man, Luff did so much in that fight. That was huge. And he's still alive here. And now creating a Jug illusion as well. Throw back the other direction.
Yo, is that... Wait, where'd the Aghanim's Blessing? We already talked about it.
Yeah.
So. Aghanim's Blessing on the Night Stalker. Man, I'm fucking tired. We just talked about it. Like 0.6 seconds done. Wait a second. Is it still in
How
the
big is the AoE is it?
It's pretty good, actually. I think that they made the AoE big enough to the point where you wouldn't feel bad about the fact that, like... Because, you know, a lot of the time when you're chasing as Night Stalker and you're trying to get a Void off, it's it's at the max range, right? So if it was the same range as the regular cast range, I think there would be a lot of situations where you're like, I want to Void this guy, but you're just on the edge and it just whiffs because there's no targeting.
What did they drop on Medusa for the Rapier? She took away the Satanic.
No, Satanic was for Aegis, I think. Rapier was Manta style.
So she just has no defensive items right now. There's nothing to help her. If she gets into any type of trouble, she's just like
whatever,
dead.
man. Shadow Demon can't steal this damage.
I guess that's true.
Fine.
You know? All right, Rapier time. Let's go. Party, party. Oh.
I was just trying to walk past him. I was like, hey.
Please don't hurt me.
Yeah, I just want your creeps. I don't want to...
You remember when you could buy Divine Rapier on Arc Warden?
Yes, that was foul.
That was so sad.
And like the BKB duration didn't go down on the double either, so you just like BKB Rapier Mask of Madness and just send the double. It was
No.
Don't remind me. And what a dark moment in Dota's history. Arc Warden still grows.
It's true. Is he 25 yet?
Oh, for sure.
All right. So we've got the damage. He did take the damage talent, right? There's no way it didn't.
Yeah,
okay, cool.
There's no way.
So Medusa right now, how much HP is she working with? 1900.
But once she loses the Aegis and the Satanic comes in,
yeah,
she's a bit She's quite a bit tankier.
Still only the one tier 3 tower taken. And I hear an Abyssal Blade?
Just a dark.
Yeah.
Oh, clone. Double. Oh. Oh! Real Excalibur!
Oh,
BKB
God.
TP. Where this is where you need the basher.
Down bottom, down bottom.
Yep, stuff happening.
Oh, got it!
Alright. The bash the
Sashlo.
Mars.
He should be dead here. I don't think there's any way out for him.
Left.
But they do get out with everybody else. And in the meantime, Ember Spirit gets the jump away.
That's unhealable damage.
It's true. Another remnant back. He just keeps on moving with it.
Skylark's looking for him though.
Has that vision advantage and should get a little bit more of it. The jump away still comes though.
The Deuce is waiting here. The Deuce is just
wait. They created an illusion of Deusa. Madara's gonna just heal back up afterwards. Switches over the Satanic now instead of the Boots of Travel. She doesn't need boots anymore. She can just walk into them. But they've already used Satanic. And the Hex, turn around. A lot of damage there with the Spark Wraith as well as the E-Blade. Slowing him down, rooted. Excalibur still lives through this one. On
God.
his,
Medusa healing off the creep wave is just crazy.
and she has that MKB
Oh, and-
too. So
yeah.
magnetic field doesn't matter, but they have the Hex and the cold feet broken. Lots out, which means no split shot. They're going to jump forward. Triple quad remnant in, and now Vincent, can he get in any further? They're trying to control him. Madara starting to do the damage onto all of these heroes. You got to be careful. The Hex is there, but it's only going to keep her down for a second. She completely demolishes them. Sashlo trying to control, but it doesn't happen. BKB from the Night Stalker. Madara was outside of the range of it anyways. Can they get any more out? Sparkwraith, they're trying to tank through that damage if at all possible, but the split shot damage. Excalibur goes down. He has to buy back to get back into this fight. Into the midst of them. Sylark, the right click's coming from the Jug as well, and they take down the Ember.
Oh my god, those HP spikes
Yeah.
during that was crazy. Like he went down, he lost like 1,000 HP to Sparkwraiths and stuff, and then popped the Satanic and was just auto attacking. Oh man. And then I don't know, Excalibur kind of messed up. He let his real hero get hit by the Stone Gaze.
Yeah. And then everybody just piles on. Like,
Yeah, well, he let himself get hit by the Stone Gaze like up at the tier 3.
they have bots level 2 to come back into this with Medusa, and Madara is there with the DD. Look at the damage coming out.
Oh,
the E-Blade from Excalibur to try and slow them down a little bit. So they do kill off Skylark, but he's going to buy back. And now Medusa just large in charge, hitting for 900 almost a piece per punch with that DD rune on her.
They finally took the tier 3. 51 minutes. They want more.
Yeah.
Well,
Trying to control her.
the illusion's not really an issue. She like 2 or 3 shots them at this point.
She has half mana, but it doesn't matter. Like, she just does too much damage.
Well, she heals too much as well. That's the other thing.
Yeah. They need more control. Like,
Yeah.
right now they don't have the control, because if she punches anybody, she just, it's done.
A halberd on Mars at this point would own.
Yeah.
I think even an earlier halberd on Mars would
But
have.
she also has the status resistance from the Satanic.
That's true.
It's like all of these things that would normally allow her to get controlled, it's becoming less and less effective. I don't know.
I do think they should be able to stop her from, like, they got E-Blade, they got 2 E-Blades, 2 Hexes, and, like, other stuns. They just got to kind of line it up properly.
Yeah. Well, and I guess that's where the rest of the heroes come into play, too. Like,
Yeah.
there's still a problem.
Oh, no.
That ain't good.
Yeah. Drops are caught by the Abyssal Blade.
Oh, it switches
Oh,
over.
we bounced back.
And then he blinks over and tries to make it happen. Blade Fury, spin, TP,
Nah. He has to blink first.
and first hit bash. Nope, not going to get it. Man, 21,000 net worth lead. This Medusa has completely spiraled out of control. We thought it was going to be the Arc Warden, and he is doing a lot, but it's weird. It's very weird.
The Arc Warden's just not actually killing anybody.
Yeah.
Like, Excalibur just doesn't seem to actually...
Well, it feels like they keep on having to deal with Madara, and
Yeah.
when that happens, they can't focus
Is
anybody
this
else.
2 rapiers or is this a backup rapier?
It is definitely backup rapier.
Okay.
There's no way you do 2
All
rapiers,
right.
right?
That's the level we're getting. Yeah, I don't think there's any point. I don't think it actually improves your like itemization at all.
The thing that I'm curious about, though, is I want to see just more Spark Wraiths being spammed everywhere, and like maybe even
Yeah, like why is this off cooldown
Right.
now? It's got a 50-second duration. This hill should be covered in
right.
Spark Wraiths.
It gives you vision. It gives you everything.
Yeah. Like, even if you need to share control with somebody so that they can play the double and you can play your main hero, like, just do it.
Yeah.
I think that's... Because he's got a lot of buttons to push at this point. Arc Warden at this stage of the game, it's a very positioning-sensitive hero,
Yeah.
but it's also... Yeah, you've got a lot of different stuff to do on 2 different units, and it's not the, like...
They took the cooldown for it, too.
Yeah, well, the other thing is that
talent-wise.
the other thing is that like Arc Warden is easy to play when you can keep both your hero and the double right on top of each other.
Right.
But if you're in a situation where the double needs to be like in the middle of the fight or a few thousand range ahead of you,
Yeah.
and your main hero isn't safe, so you need to be microing them in the back lines,
Yeah.
then you're kind of playing them like 2 different heroes. And that gets really tough really
Right.
quickly. So, I don't know. If they didn't win it in like 35, this game gets real weird.
It's very weird.
Yeah. Is there any other items coming up? Grim's going for a hex.
Medusa's going to go for the Ags.
Yeah, I guess.
And have the
Get a
synth.
consumable Ags, sure. Nightstalker did go for the attack speed. I thought his farm would pick up a little bit more after they gave him the Ags, but
I mean, it's still just being eaten up by the Dusa, I guess.
yeah. At this point, you probably just stop. You gotta stop hitting creeps as Dusa, right?
Yeah.
Like, you can push the lanes, but you just give all the neutrals to your other heroes.
You know, the other thing that I've been waiting to see, Trent and I were messaging about this on Twitter the other day, was just get an Arc Warden Ags and then start getting bounty runes to get your team to catch back up. Right?
I mean, he's got 10.5k.
Right? Like, just craft
Yeah.
some bounty runes.
Actually, yeah. I'm down.
Like, it's a pretty... I don't remember what the cooldown is on it, but...
Who's this Ags going to? Jug? Is that the most different?
Sure.
Oh, they haven't decided yet. This is a conversation you have before
just
you
bought
kill
the
the
Ags.
Roche, guys. Okay.
So, Earth Spirit? Is that what happened?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so he's got the Enchant Remnant. Could potentially be game winning. Just like jump on the arc.
All right, so
Kick
yeah,
him all the way out
he's
of the
spamming
base.
out the spark rates now. He's spamming them.
Yeah.
This is what you got to do. Just like put them everywhere.
Yeah. Just make it feel totally miserable to even approach. Push that button, Excalibur. And again.
And again.
And again.
Well, I think there is a realistic reason not to want to do it on your main one to keep your mana high, but the second one probably not.
It's got Hex though.
Oh, the Hex is out there yet again. Oh, the damage in the world. The Ice Blast coming through as well. Look at what happens! Medusa just goes down. All those spark rates, all the magical damage. It's a problem.
Oh.
Nightstalker on the back line, finding that Hex as well. Tries to see if he can kill off Excalibur. Not happening as of yet, though. And Mars being the bulwark in front of all of them. The Tier 3 tower is falling, but they get the glyph off to keep it alive for the moment. Madara still standing tall in the front lines, down to about half mana. Still has a lot of HP, but it's really hard to walk uphill into this.
Yeah. They got some damage, but I mean it cost them the Aegis, so. Spark rates, please.
Just do it. I'm waiting to see that Ags.
I mean, it doesn't really have anything else to get, right?
Yeah.
We're on backpack BOT2 already.
Right.
God, this hero is slow. look at he's just
299 movement
he's
speed.
trucking.
Yeah. It's limping along.
Okay, Grimstoke Hex for too long.
And keep on throwing out those wraiths. She does almost have that backup rapier ready to go.
Well, I'll guarantee you that this is a game that both of these teams are going to remember.
You think so?
I think so, yeah.
All right.
Well, only because one of them is getting eliminated off of this, right?
Yeah.
Like, whatever the end of this is, I think as a player, if you lose, it's going to be memorable in some way. You'll be kicking yourself because of some decision you made or didn't make, or.
I think we just saw Grimstroke picking up the Hex as well.
Yep.
So can do his own combo now, Spartan, if he needs to. Soulbind with the Hex. There still are a lot of heroes in this game with the GPM talents.
So we've got 4 Ags now on at Finem. Both of the 2 big cores bought them for themselves. We've got 2 off of Roshan's. What's AA got? What did he do? Oh yeah, oh boy, 20 HP regen talent, Gabe.
Woo! It's so good. You know what actually is pretty big? It might have been one of the instances where the Ice Vortex would have been better.
Oh.
Alright, he's
no,
done.
Push
But that's the gem actually.
oh, just dropping ice vortexes on top of the spark ray.
Right?
Oh god.
Because how much percentage is it?
You just don't have the mana regen to support it, unfortunately.
It's
It's
up to
30%.
It's
Yeah.
pretty significant.
It is pretty significant for sure, but
What isn't there a talent also to give you amped regen or amped damage? Yeah, the slow and resistance at 20. I think that's the one that you take here.
oh yeah, the chilling touch damage sucks.
Yeah. Because I don't,
Oh god, Shadow Demon.
Shadow Demons is pretty fun too.
The Shadow Poison.
God, this is such an awful game to try and go high ground against Singularity. Are you kidding me?
Who's over here?
He's also got the
it's
3
double.
charges of the demonic purge as well. So take off Hunter in the night,
Alright.
take off split shot. Taking off split shot's huge,
Yeah, that's true.
and that's throughout
Okay.
the whole fight.
All right, Night Stalker, just go hit Radiant creeps and just get 6 slotted, man. This is
Yeah. Dude, pick up a Midas. Let's go.
no. I am not on board with that plan,
No?
but I would really like to see. Just don't take these creeps from this man. Why are you doing this?
He's just warming them up for him.
Why?
Look, the
He
Night Stalker
doesn't-
got those, right? Didn't he?
Uh,
No.
No.
Okay. No. It's Skylark is
he
protesting
doesn't.
now.
He doesn't have a moon shard yet, so
That's fair. Did Arc Warden pick up the Ags yet?
no.
How much extra gold does he have above buyback?
4.7.
Yeah.
No, but he needs 6.2, right? Because he wants to consume it right away.
Well, he doesn't have to though. He could just like swap
Just
it out.
Backpack it.
Backpack the
Just
Ags.
just make runes in your fountain.
Yeah. I mean, what the else is he gonna do?
That's
he's
true.
just sitting here anyways.
You know what else he's doing? He's not casting Spark Ray. That's what he's doing.
That's okay. I'm sure everything is fine. Well, you know, these things happen.
Yep.
So 61 minutes, 39,000 net worth. The thing that's nuts about this is it still feels like it could go either way.
Yeah. I mean, we're back to like the win probability being as high as it was at 18 minutes or like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm actually honestly kind of impressed that Dota Plus is like
39,000, it's only 70%.
Dota Plus is like, I don't know.
I got no idea,
Yeah.
guys.
This game's weird.
It's super bizarre. Super bizarre. Let's see.
Okay.
Gonna
Oh,
run
there's a
Sasha.
gem out here. That gem just disappeared. What's up with that?
They got it. Hex out. TP in. Sashlo needs to run. The blink. And the run away. It looks like that's going to be a dead Ancient Apparition. But Saving Private Gem, I think, was successful. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. Oh, no. It was they got it. Never mind.
All right, Deuce has got a BKB now. We're getting 9 slotted, boys.
Jesus. This is nutty.
Okay, where's this Ags? Come on, Excalibur. Let's go.
I really think he needs to buy an axe.
Just poop out an arcane rune and then
I mean, an arcane rune, bounty runes to me still feel pretty good.
double damage.
All right, here we go. Now he's starting to spam these out, and the BKB comes out from Adara, and there isn't an answer. There actually just isn't an answer to this.
He's broken.
Slowed down. They have another round of it if they want to get it. Chasing forward from Adara. No more BKB left. Sashlo going to walk forward. The spear comes back. It's going to connect. The Ice Blast is there as well, but Skylark jumps in the middle of all of them. The Omni Slash is out, but it's going to be able to keep alive that Shadow Demon for the moment. Arc Warden starting to drop really low. Excalibur tries to run TP. It's not going to be enough. He does have the buyback, though. Can they make anything else happen here? Turn to stone for a moment. They have themselves the Night Stalker, but they got what they came for on that Finem. They took the tier 3 tower. And they got the buyback out of the Arc Warden.
Yeah, but they bought back on the Medusa as well.
Ah.
So game gets.
Wait, did they really? I didn't realize that they bought back on her.
Yep.
Snap.
Deuce like bought back instantly. Where'd the rapier go? Is this the main rapier? Or did he just get it back? I think so.
Wait, go on to the item tabs. Yeah.
No, okay. Ember got it, I think.
That's big. Oh, baby. All right.
Unless that's
Let's
his,
go.
But wait.
No, that's not his. That's
Yeah,
the Medusa's.
That's definitely not his. Okay, so we're on rapier number 2. Now we have a rapier on Ember Spirit.
I think it's still pretty good. Like, he doesn't have Daedalus.
It's still damage.
Maybe, yeah, he's going to swap out the Ags to get the Blessing, and then
So he
he's
can
going
get
to
a
bring it
Shivas
over.
back, yeah.
You have to have that armor.
Oh, for sure. Oh, ho, ho. All right.
Yeah, sure. It's all happening.
Yeah.
Although you still have the Earth Spirit nearby. They could buy back on Night Stalker to contest, but I don't know if the Aegis matters and helps add Finem that much at this point anymore.
All right, here we go. This is the slow version of what Liquid did.
Yeah,
It's
still pretty quick.
I mean, they actually chunk Roshan pretty hard. All right, add Finem. Are they gonna do this? They seem to have a sense.
They know what's happening.
Yeah.
And this is really good.
The scouting.
Ember just
They're going in. They're
interrupting.
rolling.
He catches the
blocks
Ember,
it.
though. The Ember blocks. Nice play.
Hex.
Everything's on the ground, though. The Refresher is on the ground. This Ember is gone. His buyback. Did they pick up everything? He's got Ag's Blessing on the Mars. TP out. Does it work?
Mars
Void.
has
Not
everything.
in range. He wasn't in range for the Void.
Yeah, Mars picked up everything. Okay, he consumed the Blessing. Is that worth? I guess, yeah. Shadow Demon's already got a... Actually...
Oh, double. Oh, my God. That could be cool.
What?
Because you refresh all of the charges of the Shadow Demon ulti. Is that worth for the Refresher?
Oh, with the Refresher.
I guess it's better to get all your defensive items back out again for Ember.
It's on the ground. They're just
But,
in
I mean, the
this.
bigger thing is that they just don't have that Rapier anymore, right? Like...
No, he went back out and... Did he just go back out and pick it up?
Are you
Did
kidding me?
he just run over here and just pick up the Divine Ray? Are you kidding me?
They just didn't get
They
it.
walked over and they're pinging the ground. It's like, where did the Rapier go, guys?
They just let it. They just.
Oh my god!
You know.
All right, they jump the Mars. Mars in trouble. He's got the
He's
Aegis.
got
though.
Aegis though.
Yeah, but he's still dead, and his team is not coming to help him. Shasha, why are you here?
I don't know.
Why
It's
did
okay.
you need to come and pick up this Satanic?
Oh, blink, blinky blink, walk away.
This is
BKB.
why we have online shopping these
Oh, and Shadow Demon's maybe gonna die too. He gets the blink back and away. Okay, they're keeping him alive. Soulbind to 2 of them.
days. Oh, the remnant!
Double remnant. But
Wait,
they
why
kicked
is
him
he
away
going the other way?
because it was relative
I
to
guess,
Earth Spirit's
yeah,
kick.
That makes sense.
It was relative to Earth Spirit's kick. That was really sick, though. He needed to get to the other side of the
no,
AA
but
to kick him.
no. Why is it relative? Because the remnant goes in the direction that you kick it, right? It's the target. You pick a spot, and
Right.
that's where it goes. So unless it's the old rules, which makes 0 sense.
I think that he clicked on the Mars, is what happened.
Oh, okay, maybe.
That's the only thing that... No, but he wouldn't have clicked on the Mars because still clicking on the Remnant would be the direction that it's facing. Yeah, I don't know. It's funky. Funky.
No, maybe he did click on the Mars because then it was the Soulbind that doubled it. So
Yeah.
it was okay.
Yeah.
That's still super.
This is the most ridiculous game
actually
of Dota.
true because yeah, it would only kick the AA if you directly targeted the Mars.
Which you couldn't do because he's a Remnant. Because you can't directly target Remnants.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
What on earth?
I don't know why it went that direction.
All right, it's fine. Let's watch what's happening top. Okay, they're trying to siege with the Jug this time. Thug.
Just switch things. I mean, they're just running in with everybody.
Yeah.
Ember still has the Rapier. Where else are we at right now? Excalibur, he does do a lot of damage. He's throwing out a ton of these Spark Rates, but really this needs to hit on the heroes that aren't up front, which is the problem. Like, all of these heroes have methods with which to deal with this.
Yeah.
All right, they break the Jug. Excalibur controlling the Medusa. Roll in with the Earth Spirit. He might be dead now, although he has a BKB also, so never mind. He just backs out afterwards. Melee Barracks close to going down. They're holding on.
Yep. Thug. He was trying to rat bottom. They're trying to split. They need to be careful.
BKB out. This should be down to 8
Okay, they forced the
seconds now.
glyph.
And he's literally just going to TP. Wow.
All right.
That's pretty sick.
Okay. They've cracked the code.
What are
This
we
is
looking
the-
like on buybacks? How's that looking? Because it
Not
was
great.
a while ago.
Not great.
I'll do this thing real quick. Wait, it's not.
What?
Oh, I wanted to sort it, but I don't know how to do that with your setup. There, that'll work. That's fine. Yeah, so Jug and Earth Spirit, the main ones. Deuce will have hers back up soon.
All right, you got your wish. Here we go. Arc Warden Ags.
He got it. Hey,
He's got it in quick buy.
go get it. Go get it. This is going to make me so happy if he just makes a ton of bounty runes and lets the rest of his team catch up. Because these guys still have room to grow, right?
Yeah.
Like, AA.
Some of them aren't even 25 yet.
Right? Like, this could be good. Also, just creating the arcane runes. I don't even know what the interface looks like. I haven't even checked it out yet. Oh, but Thug is here. I gotta be careful.
It's just a button, isn't it? And then you generate a random rune.
I thought you could choose. Maybe it is just the random rune. Oh, look out, buddies. But you can spam it fairly consistently.
I don't know what the cooldown is. I thought they made it pretty long just to make sure that it wasn't abusable.
Yeah. Break now onto Dusa. And the TP again. Ooh, that was attempted. Nice timing there from Sashlo. But the chase comes. Spartan throws out the Soulbind. This is just the regular Arcord and walking
Both
forward.
of the big cores are just in the fountain.
Like, see you later, guys. We're not here anymore.
All right, so Dusa has a refresher orb just to get
The
BKB back.
and the bots, I guess. So you can TP back home.
All right,
again.
okay, he's officially done, right? Like
He's got a Daedalus queued up next. I don't know. I don't know what's happening in this game. I think the Dendi game is over.
we need more we need more consumable items. It's not enough. Okay, there you go. Rune Forge. Yeah, it has a minute cooldown.
Okay.
It's pretty
Yeah, the Pango game is already over.
okay.
I'm glad that we stuck with this one, though, to be honest.
Yeah, me too. It's getting real weird. Come on, Exo. Just lay a rune. Let's
Oh, and spoiler alert. Fly to moon. Move on.
go. Ooh. Okay. Well, the Pango gonna have to take a crack at the second one.
Yep. Okay. Medusa is huge.
Spawn the rune Excalibur.
Does he do it over there?
He hasn't done it at all.
Oh, wait, no, he just did. Go back to the clone. What'd he get?
Regen. And another regen.
Oh, feels bad.
Okay. All right.
Feels bad.
All right. Yeah. So, Dota, huh?
Dota. 72 minutes. Let's see. Is this the longest one that's going on currently? I think that it should be. Yeah, it definitely is.
Yeah.
By 30 minutes. We're like, this is holding up the entire bracket.
I love how we were joking earlier in the day about like a team just holding the qualifiers hostage.
And that's what's happening.
That's this game.
I mean, you said it at the beginning that this is the type of match that could be, just hanging out forever. We were supposed to take a break a while ago, but you know what? We're breaking the system. That's what happens. Showtime versus Singularity for a chance in the round of 16. Imiga is the one that's waiting for them there.
All right. Well, Roshan potential respawn in 5 seconds time.
Let's see how it goes.
Late game Dota is so weird. You're
specifically with these heroes. Too.
well, yes, but also I think just a big thing is that so much of Dota is played by feel,
right?
And like the intuition that you've built up over the thousands of matches that you've played, but such a small percentage of games get to this point that all the rules and like all the rules of thumb of the game just completely break down. Like nothing necessarily makes sense anymore.
Yeah, it's
hit some creep, Skylar. Come on,
he's doing it. I mean, he's got a nullifier now. This guy's he's getting some items.
I don't even know what his 6 slot looks like. Like how many right-click items is it? How many utility items is it?
Well, the other problem is that if he gets broken by the Shadow Demon, then he doesn't get his attack speed anymore.
Oh, right.
So
true.
I think that
No, is Rosh up? Okay, hey Rosh, what's up?
what up? Like the break actually is so good against their heroes. Oh god. Earth Spirit,
All right.
Invis, and Arcane. You got to be careful. Oh wait, no, he broke the Invis straight down the ward, but they see it immediately because of the Sentry Ward down.
All right, they're gonna double damage on their Ember.
What other vision do they have?
What do you need?
I wish I need to get closer to this screen over here so I can actually see what's happening.
Neither team really sees one another. Okay, the battle is for Rosh. Here's my question. Is any of this stuff actually valuable at this point? Like,
I mean, the Aegis is almost going to be going to a support at this point.
but potentially, yes. Wait, okay, Deuce has ditched the Manta style entirely. It's gone.
Okay.
Jug still has his.
Yeah, just keep on throwing out those Spark Wraiths around this area. That's really good. Although it could be one of those situations too where you just like pull Rosh into the Spark Wraiths. Yeah, that's the play. So he gets a little bit of, he gets them tracking him and then he spins. But he didn't walk through him for it. Now he does. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if they are anymore, but it's a similar story about like barracks and things.
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
Ad Finem still do not have any of their racks taken, but it feels like if they lose a fight without buyback, the game could just be over.
Yep. For sure. All right. Double damage.
That's pretty good.
We got the river runes. We got to clarify here. We got river runes and Arc Warden runes.
Yeah.
Getting spawned. Mars is going for a Scotty.
He already has the Ag Scepter as well, so he can just throw out a ton of God's Rebukes.
Okay. Actually, the Ags on AA would be pretty sick at this point.
Yeah. He does have a Refresher Shard also.
Yeah.
That's really nice. I mean, Rosh is going down. They got to be in there. Although, again, if Ad Finem take it, who do they give what? Does Grimstroke have an axe?
No.
Okay, so he can pick that one up still.
All right. Imagine this: you get the AoE Cold Feet, and then you have the Refresher Shard.
Oh my god!
And after the first AoE Cold Feet procs on everybody.
Wait a minute! They're walking in. Danger, danger! Will Robinson? They get the Enchant Remnant there off to the side. That's one hero caught and out of position. The rest of them can't help him. I think that's Mars.
Yeah.
Mars might be done now. Although they turn, they try and fight. A good stun out there as well. Excalibur kind of in no man's land, and the rest of them are going to start to fall as well. Stunned up for the moment. Pinvincent able to balk away. They buy back on the Shadow Demon, and Excalibur's Tempest Double is going to die as well. So buyback on Grim and Shadow Demon supports. They'll be back here soon.
Okay. All right.
Yet and still, nothing
Yeah.
happens. A still has the Refresher
All
Shard, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Jug has a Refresher Orb now. Just look at these
Oh
inventories.
wait, we just created some runes, didn't we?
Those are the noises, yes. It's an illusion for shot slow and an invis for Ember. Can you actually spawn bounties?
I think you can.
Is it on the list?
Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong about that. E-Blade, Rosh still low,
Oh,
Arcane
isn't that good?
Rune.
Neat.
Who gets it? Oh, that's a pretty good thing to take. They have Medusa illusions.
Enchant
All right.
Remnant.
Gone instantly.
Shot slow.
Kicked back in.
Taking a ride.
In some trouble. Pulled back. Can they do enough damage with Arc Warden? The Four Staffs keeping him alive, but the Omni Slash now switching back and forth. They have the Aeon Disc, though, which is going to keep alive that Shadow Demon for the moment. He comes out afterwards. Sashlo, very low HP, and Madara is just walking in the middle of all of them, but she's broken. No split shot, but she can still kill off the Ember. And now Excalibur's Tempest Double is trying to man-fight against
All
Madara.
right, tell me somebody takes the Rapier this time. I don't even care if it's one of the supports. Just take it away.
Thug gets it.
All right.
So no blink for Thug.
All right.
And Ice Blast going to connect here. But there is no follow-up to be had, and Aegis comes out yet again. Madara is going to pick it up. They're still keeping these other, I mean, Cheese, Aghanims, and Refresher Shard all in the base, or all in the fountain.
Yeah. Okay.
All in the pit. Can you tell we've been casting this game for a while?
Yeah, maybe. The other thing that gets crazy about late game Dota is once like everybody has BOT2 and everyone's just TPing onto each other and
Jug doesn't have buyback.
no, it's 700 short.
I don't know if that matters a ton,
Oh
but
no,
Ember does.
Don't disconnect now. Come on.
This is scary. Scary, scary. No chance for a blink forward from that Night Stalker. I don't know. The fact that you actually have to pick up that rapier is a little bit spooky.
Yep.
And the BKB out as well. They're jumping into all of them. They're caught there in the Soulbind as well. Can they do anything else? This is just the Tempest double that's forward, but they don't have a buyback on the Shadow Demon, and Ember buys back too. They have to hold. This is that moment.
He bought a basher.
They take down the melee barracks and now can just sort of play chip games here. Hex, Chase, Cold Feet proc, gonna connect. Ember, not a ton of damage left because he doesn't have the Rapier anymore. Ice Blast is going to connect onto the Jug alone. And it looks like that is going to be one last set of racks ready. And with these BKBs and just spinning on top of it, I don't know if they have the answers to stop this.
I just don't know if they have the damage anymore.
Yeah, they needed that Rapier.
They desperately need the Mars spamming God's Rebuke in his ulti. I think that's super important. Oh, do some.
Jump in. Nice play there by the Night Stalker. They've got him caught. Arc Warden in trouble, trying to get away, but there is no respite from the Night Stalker on top of you. Triple buybacks immediately coming, but they have Mega Creeps now. And they need to find something in turn. Can they get anything here at all? Well, they found one. It's only the Earth Spirit, though.
All right.
Whoo! My goodness.
66K net worth, do so.
12
point. Who wants to see some current gold?
Yeah. Wait, hold on. What's the net worth there? Go back to that. Is it like all? Okay, so it's 120K between the two of them. Those two have more than the rest of the Dire combined. Is that right? Is my math wrong? I think my math's wrong.
85.
It's a little bit less.
115. Yeah.
Oh, hey, hey.
130.
Lacoste just walked in the building.
Oh.
Do you want to see this awfulness
boy,
that we're casting?
Come check out this game, my dude. Behold, the 80-minute 73K net worth advantage.
Why are these games so long?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Lacoste is lamenting the length of the games as well.
Oh, and pause. That's what we need.
Got a little bit of a pause. Do you want to hop on camera for a second and say hi to people while we wait for this pause?
Here, I'll give him a headset. It's fine.
Yeah, give him a second there. While we're waiting for this pause to get done. Oh God, hello. How you doing?
Hello, my dudes. What's
right.
up?
Well, we gotta go
Twitch
back
chat.
to the game now. How's your flight? Was it good?
It was a long flight, man. It
Yeah.
was 2 hours from Moscow to Warsaw, then 12 hours to get here. So basically, it took me like 20+ hours.
Jesus.
But in the end, I think it's gonna be worth it. I'll leave you guys to comment. Oh, it's actually Singularity against Finem, guys.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we know.
Can't finish the game with 70,000 network lead. Yeah, maybe you should not play Dota. Just kidding.
All right, talk to
Here
you
you go,
later, man.
Basskip.
Have a good one. Oh my God.
All right, we're back in here, boys.
Jesus.
Ugh.
I don't know where you go. Can't you
Yep.
just run it at the Ancient? Like.
Yeah,
can't
probably.
we?
No. You need another
It's
Aegis.
73.
You need another Aegis game.
It's 73,000 net worth lead.
One more Aegis.
God. Why? It's how this goes though. We're waiting on this game to finish off. We're this deep into it. We gotta stay through to the very end. See how it ends. I think it's just gonna be by them walking at him.
Probably.
All right.
All right, Ember's got an Abyssal Blade.
Oh, do you remember when Tier 4 towers had regeneration?
I remember, yes.
Ember has an Abyssal.
Yeah.
That's good.
He still doesn't have that much damage though. Oh God, Rob's down.
Our spaceman behind us fell over.
He's
That
actually scared me.
Oh God,
Double
the
hex.
And on top of him again, this Night Stalker making all the difference in the world. They have an Enchant Remnant if they want to use it, but more so than that, they have the Medusa walking in front, just punching people down. She is down to about half HP though. And they're starting to get slowed down. The Stone Gaze doing a lot of work. They find the crits, find the catch, and likely going to find the kill as this game is looking just about over. Sashlo goes down. Excalibur still alive in the fountain, but they're ready to dive. His whole team is done, and GG is called.
All right.
Add Finem, moving on. They did it.
They did it.
Ugh.
Oh, I called it.
Ugh.
Oh,
And just,
what a prediction.
it's just like we drew it up.
Yeah.
Exactly how we saw it happen.
Exactly as expected.
Do you want to go to the post screen so we can see some of the
Yes.
stats? Because, my God. That was a hell of a game. I hope you guys enjoyed. We still have more matches that are going on. We're going to need to take a quick break, but any numbers pop out at you there that are
There's
worth
8
saying?
ags. How much? 91k hero damage.
Maposhka, 14,000 hero damage. Oh, feels bad.
AA. Bad hero.
That's what you're saying? Even with the GPM talent, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, the support meta at the moment is somewhat dominated by... I think a lot of support decisions are based on which heroes have GPM talents.
Right.
AA has the GPM talent. I
And
think
he's
he's
still
still bad.
garbage.
I don't know about garbage.
Okay.
There's garbage.
What's
And then
the,
there's,
what's
like,
the garbage
bad.
hero? What's the garbage
Oh,
hero?
what's a garbage hero?
I don't know if there are that many. Most of them feel like there's at least a place that they fit in, right?
I would say Timber before the recent buffs
Oh,
was
poor
pretty
Timber.
garbo.
I like Timber too.
Yeah.
But there's games where he also just he wins the game because
Potentially,
you
yes.
don't have answers to him. Man, okay, that was the longest game that we've seen so far. I think that we are going to take a short little break. We'll be back in just a little bit with the round of 16, if I'm not mistaken. And that is going to be the last series of today for the EU qualifiers. So more to come right in a few minutes. Stay tuned, everybody. We'll be back in a bit.